Play It Again, Charlie Brown is a 1971 Charlie Brown cartoon. This is directed, of course, by Bill Mendelez and written by Charles M. Schulz. And I have to say, it was quite sweet. It's not my favourite Charlie Brown, but it was pretty sweet. And Schroeder is playing the piano, and to be honest, I feel like the intro was a little bit too long. Bearing in mind the cartoon's only 24 minutes, and he played the piano for quite a long time in the beginning. And Lucy comes along and is trying to get Schroeder to notice her, and Schroeder is obviously not interested. So she tries to do something to make sure he pays attention to her, and she manages to get him his first piano gig. Because of Peppermint Patty. Peppermint Patty helps out and says we need somebody to play at the PTA meeting. Schroeder can have that gig. And that's obviously brilliant. Schroeder's quite happy about this, but it turns out that he might not be able to play the classical music that he loves. He might have to play something different. And Charlie Brown and some of the other characters try and help out with this and try and adapt the music so that everybody's happy. But things don't necessarily go to plan, and I love the way Lucy responds to the whole thing. I think Lucy's emotions and her attitude in this are pretty great. I had a lot of fun with her character. She hasn't been a central character in a Charlie Brown cartoon that I've seen in quite a while, so it was quite nice to have some time, and in fact the same for Schroeder, so it's quite nice to have some time focusing on those characters, even though I do tend to love it when Charlie Brown's the main character. I was delighted that Peppermint Patty is in this, because I'm quite a big fan of Peppermint Patty. The narrative is quite brief, not a lot happens. And, there are some Charlie Brown cartoons where if you recount the narrative, there are many different plot points. When it comes to this one, it's very easy to say what happens. Schroeder is playing music, and Lucy is trying to find a way to get his attention, and that's basically all that happens. But it's not that it's dull. It is quite engaging. It's quite sweet. I didn't like it when we heard the adult voices. The voices didn't come out of the adults themselves. I won't spoil it by saying exactly what I mean by that. But I don't know, I love the fact that adult voices are typically muffled in Charlie Brown cartoons. I think that's really quirky and a really endearing quality about them. It's a little bit different. But that was not the case here, and I don't know, I always find it a little bit jarring. But I liked it. If you're a fan of Charlie Brown and you haven't yet seen Play It Again, Charlie Brown, I'm pretty confident it's one you're going to enjoy. I thought it worked very well. I had a lot of fun with it. It may not be my favourite, but Play It Again, Charlie Brown is still pretty enjoyable.